Hello everybody, Ginger Dragon here with another episode of FTL mod playthroughs. Indeed, it's been a while since I did this one. And in this one, we're going to be playing with one of the most beautiful ships I think I've ever seen in the history of ever forever. We're playing with the Ion Battlecruiser by brothershogo, or brothershogo. Again, man, some usernames are confusing. Oh well. But yes, this ship, even from a visual perspective alone, if I ever had to own a spaceship, this is the one I would own, because my god, it looks absolutely beautiful. I love this ship from a visual perspective. From an actual playstyle perspective, well, it has neither shields nor cloaking, and we all know how well that works. But more interestingly, this ship, it's called the Ion Battlecruiser for a reason. This tsunami-class battlecruiser features the latest in electronic warfare technology, an advanced ion beam that can disable multiple ship systems and start electrical fires. So, in case you don't know, we don't have a beam weapon here, but we do have the artillery beam. Aha! The artillery beam has been modified. It is no longer the Vindicator beam. It now powers It now fires a high-powered ion beam that pierces all shields and does 1 ion damage per room hit. And judging by the description of the ship, in which it says starts electrical fires, I'd assume it also has a minor fire chance as well. Also, there's a little bug. I'm not sure if that's on my... It's probably on my end, but I'm not sure. Either way, level 5 artillery beam will apparently give me 25 seconds of cloak. I don't think that's true, honestly, but... again, I'm pretty sure it's just a bug on my end. I don't know. I've just installed... Excuse me. I've just installed so many bloody mods on this game. Who knows? Other than that, we come with 2 ion blasters and 2 heavy lasers, as well as 2 NGs and 1 human. So let's get going. This ship does have a Type B, I should note, and I will definitely be checking out the Type B later. But for now, we're just gonna stick with the Type 1. Death, remember, losing is part of the fun. No, I'm serious. I always love that tooltip. Oh wait, let's get the crew into position. Alright, NG1, you're going into the engines. NG2, okay, so they're Giles and King. That's their names. Remember them. Alright, so let's go ahead and power everything up. If this is anything like his last ship, I'd imagine that we have enough power to power everything. Nope! We're missing 1 heavy laser. Well, we're in Sector 1, so we can afford to only have 1 ion blast powered up. I do believe. If it misses, then we're gonna be hurting. Uh-oh. Oh, this is a bad start. This is a huge, terrible start. Okay. How am I gonna handle this? We're gonna try and cause as much damage as possible. Alright, Andrew, get over there, fix that. I gotta say, this ship is huge. Its ellipse is big enough, but the ship itself is absolutely huge. Oh, this is gonna suck. It's gonna also suck if I refuse to fire my weapons. They're hitting us in every system imaginable. There goes the ion beam. That was actually quite quick. Alright, so it turns out that ion the shields for us. Alright, that works. Oh, that's right. Well, we kind of lost power to the other systems. So we're gonna hit that, and we're gonna hit that so they don't run away. Alright, we got the ion drone offline. Thank God. We need to power up some more so we can hopefully get the missile offline as well. As it currently stands, though, we're just getting hemorrhaged by everything in the world. Hey, how's it going? What's up? Heading out. Oh, no, just chilling. Yeah, nice. Alright. So, we're gonna go and send the NG back to the end. That's not the NG room, that's the oxygen room. We're gonna fire another volley. We're gonna send it back to the drone control because that bloody thing's back online. And this guy should hopefully be dead in the water soon enough. Just keep on stacking that ion damage. And hit him in the oxygen, why not? Fire both the lasers! Complete overkill, but I don't care. This guy was a bit of a pain. For the first fight in the sector, that was pretty bad. We've already down to 2/3 of our health. That's terrible for the first sector. That was a bad fight. Oh well. Hopefully the rest of the sector will be a bit more friendly. Also, good choice in games down there, buddy. Alright, let's wait for this guy to power him up. And I think we have enough for another power bar, meaning that now we can have all systems powered once again. Power has been restored aboard the Tsunami-class battlecruiser. And... oop. Well, my brother's doing, well, my brother's here. He's being silent, but whatever. Scans reveal a large asteroid field nearby, so we're gonna explore it and find nothing. Well, that was anticlimactic. Let's get out of this beacon. It's offended me. And it looks like we got another ship to fight. Nope, he's friendly. Well, darn. I want to actually get to a fair fight for once. Alright, so we get 3 fuel, and we just have to take it. Hell, we don't even have to take him to the quest beacon, but we're going to because we're nice and friendly. And again, so we get into one absolutely terrible fight, and now the sector's just giving me absolutely nothing. Ah, here we go. And he's trying to hire us laborers for cheap, so we're going to attack the slaver scum. We don't like slavery in this galaxy. Oh, wait, hold on. May as well auto-fire him. The ion... Wait, no. Hold on, hold on. I'm going to stagger shot him. Staggering them, that's the only way to make ion blast, you know, actually halfway decent. But then, of course, we always miss, and they hit us in the weapons, so we can no longer... Alright, so we're going to depower that, bring up the heavy laser. The ion beam fires. They've ionized everything, except for the piloting. I was sure I hit that one, but apparently not. Apparently I was wrong. Alright, so we're just... Oh, man, they're just hammering. We're getting hemorrhaged right now. Hold on. How can I do this? Honestly, I think we can just rely purely on the beam right now. We're just gonna... They aren't trying to run away, so we're gonna hit them in the weapons. Hopefully they'll stop killing us. No, not that way. Open up this door right here. Put the fires out. Hopefully... Alright, we're finally getting some weapon power restored. You get back over there. Fix that whole breach before we lose oxygen in there. We finally dodged a bullet, ladies and gentlemen! We finally dodged one. Also, apparently we set their weapons on fire. That is awesome. That is awesome. So now we're going to hit him in the helm and the shield so they can't dodge or block. Send Inji back to the weapons room. We're going to ion them again. We ion their med bay. That was a questionable decision. But whatever, I'm not going to question the ship's AI. And now he's going to die. Oh, wait. We're going to take the slave because as it currently stands, our crew is not exactly up to standard. We get another human. Wow, that's disappointing. Humans are useless and well, yeah, they're just completely useless in this game. They do nothing! Alright, we're gonna head up to this one and then we're gonna check out the brand new quest. And another fight. Does this guy have laser beams? It wouldn't surprise me if he did. Nope, he's got bombs and basically, so that's actually not that bad, all things considered. As to what type of bomb he's got, I'm gonna wager it's a small bomb, given the fact we're only in Sector 1. We're gonna fire the first ion blast. And then we're going to start staggering them. I tried to go in cloak, but then I remembered I don't have cloak. And we lost a heavy laser. Dang it. This game is not taking it easy on me, let me tell you. Oh, I forgot to stagger the ion blasts. Not that it really matters at this point. This ion beam is surprisingly effective. Alright, we're going to auto-fire the ion blast. Now they've been staggered. Weapons have been repaired. I almost hit the auto-fire button. That would have been awkward. And at this point, well, we just wait. There's nothing he can do to kill me, and there's nothing well, there's plenty I can do to kill him. I'm doing it right now. There's a bubble in my throat. There we go, that's better. And the final laser. Boom. All his systems are in the red, and he's dead. Get some more scrap, finally, and we're gonna go check out our quest. Knowing my luck so far, it's gonna be a trap. No! Hey! So they actually reward us. We get 22 scrap, which is huge considering we're only in Sector 1. That is an awesome amount. Can that Inji just stick with me forever? He's a good man. Intelligent life forms. We're gonna investigate, try and communicate peacefully, and we find an Inji. Our crew is quickly growing. Albeit it's only with Injis and humans, but Injis are good. Humans are eh. I mean, you know, they take up the crew slot. They do what they're told. Hey, my brother bought me on the back of the head. He's a pro-human. Mantis and Crystal. That's where it's at, bro. We're gonna intervene, defend the outpost. Actually, he has a mini beam. Yeah, fuck it, balls to the wall. Let's do this. What? What do you mean, wow? Are you questioning my judgment as captain? Yep. Oh, of course you are. You're my brother. Isn't that your job or something? Oh. Okay, we shut down every weapon except the one I really need to shut down. Alright, I hope these Injis are ready to rock and roll. And there's a fire in there. Put it out. Thankfully, we've got 3 Injis putting out the fire. We got 3 Injis repairing. That's the repairing speed of 6 people, may I say? 6 humans may as well have just been in there. And also the ion beam fired, which is awesome. I need to check and see the color of that thing. Oh well. And boom! We win without much damage. Why should I be more pro-human, Will? Humans are useless. They're pitiful, squishy. They have no good stats. Sure, they've got no downsides, but in when you think about it, a downside is that they have no good sides. They're useless. They're only meant for fillers in the galaxy. They're easily replaced by pretty much every other creature. Humans have love. So every other creature is just a soulless being? Even the Zoltans, who, might I say, are infinitely more peaceful than humans? Get out of my room. Go do whatever you're doing. This is a recording studio now, Will. Oh, yeah. Alright, we arrive at the long-range beacon. We're going to continue. Oh, my God, yes!
I'm gay.
You know, honestly, I don't even think that picked it up. I don't even think that picked it up. Do you see that tiny dent in Audacity? I don't even think they heard that. Alright, so in Sector 1, we were offered an anti-ship drone Mark II, Mother of God. That is amazing. Now all we need is drone control. Honestly, I wasn't going to fight that guy regardless, but hey. He gave me epic loot. We're going to go to the Zoltan control inspector, speaking of Zoltan. And my brother has now left the building, so it's now just up to me. Still, you have to push forward. I heard him laugh a few times though, which is good because, you know, it means I'm entertaining. As if I didn't know that already. Boom, expanded ego. A human ship hails. My friends, please. There's nothing I don't have, and there's nothing I don't have. Ooh, we can. All the ion weaponry. Actually, how much do these sell for? Oh wait, this one takes 3 power though. I was thinking of replacing one of those with an one of my ion blasts with this, but it takes. I don't know, it'd be iffy. I think I might do it actually. Well, first I need to fix, and after that fix, I don't think I'll be able to afford it now that I think about it. Oh, also it has the reverse ion field and titanium system casing. Sorry about that. But I figured I'm just gonna completely bluff here and say that I figured you guys would have been able to check it out for yourself. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I have faith in the YouTube community, unlike most people. Oh, and he's back in the room. Couldn't live without me, could ya? Alright, your ship is hailed. We found you at last. Prepare to die. Oh, he has a mini-beam. He has a mini-beam. That's not good. The mini-beam could easily ruin my ship, or it could just not even matter, depending on where it fires. Wait, those hit. Gonna fire them both in the weapons because they aren't trying to run away. There's no reason to target anything else. They fire the basic laser, but we dodge it like a boss, despite the fact that this ship is nothing more than a hulking piece of metal in space. A beautiful hulking piece of metal, but the point still stands. This ship is huge. She has huge hull sizes. The enemy ship appears to be powering up its FTL. They're trying to escape. Of course, they try and escape after I destroy all their weaponry, because you know, logic. That's what the rebels are known for, that's right. A lot of people criticize me for not auto-firing the ion blast. The only problem with that is that the ion blast, the ion damage they fire ends before the weapons recycle, so, you know, it's better to fire them tactically, I find, than auto-firing them blindly like other ion weapons. Alright, you pick up a Zoltan life raft floating in space. Its inhabitant asks you to retake his ship from the pirates who recently commandeered it. Honestly, I'm not even going to waste my time. I can't commandeer it, but I also, you know, they've also got a Zoltan shield, which is not exactly something I'm very interested in fighting. Zoltan shields are annoying, they block everything, although I do have ion weapons, so, man, come to think of it, that thing wouldn't last too long. Oh well, we're going to buy some stuff from Semantis. They have a heavy ion. Getting all that sweet ion damage. I'm thinking I might try and go for that one, though. I don't know. It's tempting. I'm using all my scrap on weaponry here, but hey, heavy ions are good. What's that? Charge time 13 compared to 8. Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. If nothing else, I can hold on to it until the time has come. All I need is one extra weapon upgrade. That's 75 scrap. Good God. Maybe this was a mistake. Oh well. The path to greatness is paved with mistakes. Alright, Zoltan Station is speaking are happy to receive you. They give us a guide of their ship and they give us a map of the sector, which is awesome. I always love me my free maps. Alright, up here to this one. You jumped just in time to witness the Zoltan ship's FTL drive overload, and they died. Spoiler alert. So now we have to kill the people who killed them. Avenging is what we do here. Since, you know, 2 ships fighting at this, or 2 ships. Hang on, let me think the sentence through. Give me a minute, I'll be right back. My mind is currently taking a day off. Actually, I'm gonna fire this one at the helm. Gonna hope that heavy laser doesn't hit. Hits in the oxygen. Whoop-de-frickin' do. Whoa, that one hits, and it doesn't do anything. It's an Artemis missile, but I don't really care. Sorry, game. Alright, gonna fire again on the weapons and hit him in the oxygen as well. Probably should hit him in the shields. I prioritize that, but it doesn't matter because they're dead. It really is that simple. And maybe I was wrong. We are already almost ready to get our heavy ion equipped. That thing is going to be quite nice. You arrived to find a lumbering Zoltan freighter with no one at the helm, so we loot it. I just like to give you guys the Cliff Notes version of the events, you know? Just give you guys the basic rundown. We're gonna participate in their study, and they're being held hostage. Worse, it's by oh my! Alright, how are we gonna do this? It's quite obvious that everyone's going to gather in the engine room, so everyone gather in the engine room. Go, my NGs, go! Oh, wow, well, at least they've got diversity, I'll give them that. Anything beyond that, though, I'm actually not quite sure how I'm going to handle this. That is quite a vicious boarding party because of the Mantis and Rock. I'm just going to do what I always do and try and force them back. Oh, wait, no, they don't have a teleporter. I can't force them back aboard their ship. They can't get back aboard. So pretty much the crew just entirely left them for dead. Are those ones? Oh, they ioned our engines. Good for them. Oh, wait, that may actually be good for them. Back down to 50% hull. Joel's gonna die. Even though he is human, I still need him. NG's gonna die. Everybody, alright, screw it. Everyone just get out of there. We need to pull back and rethink our battle strategy. Oh boy. This is not gonna be easy, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna power down the ion, power up the... I almost called it an eon. No, that's medbay. We're gonna depower this. Hopefully drive them out of any critical systems. Also going to open up that door. Strike them again with the ion. They are going to get rid of our dodge chance, but that's not really going to matter because the enemy ship's been killed. At least it will be killed as soon as we fire more lasers. Boom! Alright, 3 of them are going to come fight us in the medbay. That's excellent. The Rockman's going to fight the human. Rockman's going to win that engagement big time. But, hey, you know, you got to give Zaz credit. He's fighting his best. He's trying his hardest. And, alright, the enemy ship's cleared, so now all we have to worry about is our boarding crew. Or our boarders, rather. We get another drone. Good God, well, it's anti-personnel drone. That's kind of useless, but hey. Alright, how are we going to handle this? Zaz is going to die. No, he's not. Get out of there. Get out of there, Zaz! The NG did not, or the Rockman did not. Oh, there we go. And Rockman's going into the med bay. That makes things much easier. So now it's just a game of waiting. Actually, wait. I can send you to fix that. There you go. Both of you guys, go and fix that right now. Actually, no. So the 2 NGs in there. You can go in there and heal. You should go heal as well. All right, there we go. Everything works out better now. The boarding crew is dead. The enemy ships are dead. We're still alive somehow. Things have not exactly been going stellar, I must say, but hey, you know, they aren't going that bad. Alright, Joel's on engines, I believe Starger, and Giles is on weapons, and King, you're over there. Alright, there we go. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, wait a second, I almost forgot to power up the heavy ion. Excellent. I'm just gonna get one more power into engines. Power that one up, depower the, whatchamacallit, depower the med bay. Gonna go ahead and equip the heavy ion over the ion blast. Boom! And we have more ion damage. That's what this ship's about, and that's what we're gonna keep on using. Alright, despite their precautions, pirates have begun to harass the local Zoltans. They've got dual heavy lasers, so that could actually be pretty nasty against for us. They also have a slug and a human on board our ship. Alright, I'm just gonna send the NGs in, honestly. Screw it, they can at least hold it off and defend the sensors. What do you mean don't do it? I'm gonna do it, bro. There ain't nothing you can do to stop me. Oh, here comes pain. Oh, we dodged both of them, that's rare. Alright, let's fire both of those on weapon. Well, one of them on weapons. Heavy lasers don't take that much power. And the other one on the helm. Again, we're going to try and force them back aboard their ship. If I'm going to do that, we definitely need to target shields and oxygen next. Just cause as much system damage as possible. And perhaps we will force them back aboard their ship, or they could just surrender. We can give they're gonna give us 2 fuel and 10 scrap. That's a terrible surrender. I'm not gonna take that one. Just wait for their teleport to cool down. Nope, the teleport is dead. Alright, so it looks like we're just... You know, honestly, I think we just wait for their ship to burn out. Send the humans in. Power up the depower oxygen, power up the med bay. Their ship burned out, and we are victorious. We get 3 fuel and 16 scrap, infinitely better than the, what's it called, the deal we had before. Hold on. Kinda mismicroing my troops here. And there we go. NG, you can go on over there into the sensors, fix that so I can see my ship once more. And I believe these two, yeah, Stargar and King, you guys can just be on standby. Get out of the med base so these guys can chill out in it. They need some healing. These guys were actually quite an effective boarding party. I can't imagine them being lower than level 2 fighting. Alright, heal these guys up. Gal's gonna go back in weapons, and now it's a game of waiting once again. A lot of waiting in this game, but hey, that's why we love it. Not really, but still. We love it because it's an awesome space game that lets you live through your space-time adventures of space. Yeah, and time. Because space-time is one thing. There are a few more yeah, so we got some Zoltans. They have laser drones. Oh dear, this could be quite bad. So he's gonna go in, he's gonna fight the NG. The Zoltan will win that fight unless we have NG backup. Oh crap, that's actually... Normally I don't care when they attack shields, but in this case I quite care. Or attack oxygen. In this case I quite care because we're only at 47%. Oh boy, if these volleys hit, this is gonna hurt like hell. Oh, and they will hit. Oh my god, everything's going wrong. Okay, stop and think. Stop and think. You go over there. The weapons room has been successfully defended. Our artillery beam is going to fall. That doesn't matter. We're going to... yeah. Oh, hey! We broke through the Zoltan shields. Everything's been ioned. We're not dead yet. Oh, baby. And that's what I love about this game. We're going to depower the heavy ion, get 2 heavy lasers going. We need to get the DPS on him now. Alright, they're going to go in and fight the NGs. That's actually quite a smart decision on their part, I must admit. We're going to send the humans in. Zoltans are no match for humans. At least in combat. Oh god, they got the laser beam online. Oh, this could be bad. Alright, eye on that. Hit them both. Come on, hit them both. Yes, we're holding on with one health right now. NG's gonna die. NG's not gonna die. He's gonna escape like a boss. How close are we to escaping? Oh, this is gonna be such a tight call. Alright, you go over there, fix that. Oh, the fire damage, yes! Oh, come on, just kill them now. Yes, we survived! With 1 HP. Booyah! 26 scrap and 2 fuel are our rewards for being just completely and utterly awesome. Alright, you go over there, fix that. You guys go in there to heal yourselves up. Oh, uh-oh, oxygen's going low. Everybody! Oh dear, this is where things get quite dangerous. Fix that oxygen now. Things are getting a little bit hectic. Alright, there we go. Oxygen is back online. Everything is going good, except for the fact that our ship is being held together by thread, essentially. Alright, you guys can go back over there. Giles, you're in weapons. Heal up the... Well, you're the only one who needs healing now. Joel, you're back on engines. Where are you guys? King and Stargar. I keep on wanting to call him Stargazer. I don't know. It sounds better. It sounds better than Stargar. I mean, come on. Not to offend anyone or anything, but... How did I offend you, Will? Your name is Will. What, you wish you were called Stargar in another life? Alright, let's see if we can find a shop. There are no shops in the nearby vicinity. This is not looking good. This is not looking good at all. Gonna sell 5 missiles, get 15 scrap. Alright, we got rebel-controlled sector. That would be suicide. Zoltan homeworlds. That could very well still be suicide, but it's less suicidal than the other one, so... We're gonna go. Hopefully they've got a shop. Yes, they do have a shop! We will survive, ladies and gentlemen. We will survive. Oh, that's not... Oh, that's fuel. We got plenty of fuel. I need to buy all the repairs. And right now I'm kind of getting stuck in that annoying little cyclical situation in which you're taking too much damage that you need to repair at every shop, but since you're repairing, you can't upgrade your systems, and since you can't upgrade your systems, you just take more damage. It's a vicious cycle, but it's a cycle that I appear to be caught in right now. Something strikes you as odd about the moon in the distance. Let's check it out. Sending a shuttle to explore a beckoning cave system, you discover signs of a battle and a still functioning weapon. We get hull missiles. Not bad. Too bad we sold all our missiles a few jumps ago. Otherwise, that might have actually been slightly useful. And there's another empty Zoltan crater that we just decided to loot. Because, well, there's no one there. No one to stop us, why not take all the loots? What do they got? They got a hull laser? Yeah, fuck you, no. No, thank you, I am not touching that thing. That hull laser will rip me a new one. And it will rip me 3 new ones, actually. They have a halberd beam. My god, what is up with the ships now? Now here's the thing that's troubling me. The halberd beam has a really slow charge up time, so I think we're going to go for it. Much slower than the hull beam, I believe. I don't know. I don't encounter hull beams all that often, so I just see the double damage for when it strikes a systemless room, of which we have no shortage of. Alright, so we are eye on the shields. We're ready to blast their weapons. Alright, there we go. Just take down the weapons. We did ionize them. There we go. Everything's going wrong on board the slug-like cruiser. Whereas everything's going right for us. I did notice the fuel's getting a tad bit low, but oh well. It's 524. Alright, we getting let me tell you, this auto-firing beam really knows where to fire, huh? Okay. The enemy ship appears to be powering up the FTL. Too bad they can't run away because we broke their piloting systems. Alright, so what are we gonna fire on now? I can't, well, all the systems are flashing blue, so I can't tell. Really doesn't matter anymore, so we're just gonna kill them. Bye-bye! Oh, we're gonna take our slave. We get Notch! We get a Zoltan! Booyah, baby! That is awesome! Joel, you can go man weapons, and we got 3 NGs to sort lumbering around ready to fix anything that might possibly go wrong on board our ship. Vaginas. I think I might actually keep that one in. Alright, so we're gonna keep on going. Ignore the fact that I just said vagina randomly. I assure you there was a reason in the real world. A small rebel ship is docked at a small station. You try to lay low, but it spots you. Let's power up the weapons and kill them. What do they have? They got some pretty nasty weaponry. I'm not too worried. So long as the ion weapons go off. The ion weapons are not going off. Okay, there we go. Now they're off. Too bad they already got all of their weapons to fire. Gonna fire both shots in the weapons because they aren't trying to run away. So there's no reason to negate their dodge chance. And we'll see. No, only fire 1 shot in the helm. Oh, Fraps is freaking out on me. This is a problem. This is a problem. Is he gonna recover? Doesn't look like it. It's always a pain. Alright, hang on. Okay, nope, still crashing, Nope, alright, we're back up to 30. Okay, fire on shields, and go. There we go. And the shields have been damaged. The weapons are completely destroyed, and so is the piloting, so they can't dodge us. Excellent. Now we're just going to fire both shots into oxygen because it's highly combustible and makes for a much more satisfying explosion when they die. Get 22 scrap for that. Not bad at all. Alright, so where to next? We're going to go over here. And what do we got? We got the AI of a nearby small rebel scout immediately identifies you as a threat. Oh, they have a burst laser Mark III. Okay, problems are being had right now. We need to shut that weapon down. If that weapon gets a shot off, thankfully they only had level 1 cloak, so we might be alright. I don't know, it's looking awfully... This is looking close. They do fire a small bomb into the med bay. Good for them. I hope they're proud of that. It's not going to accomplish much. Fire the weapons! Yes! Oh, that was just in the nick of time. Any later, and let me tell ya, we would have been in a world of hurts. Well, depending on where, the lasers hit. That's beside the point, though. They're going to take 1 more damage, so we're going to fire both shots into the cloak. We're going to ion them again, and again, and again. Never have I enjoyed ion weapons quite so much. And there goes that one. 1 fuel and 25 scrap. Not bad. I am saving up for a shield at this point, or cloaking, whichever comes first, because we need some defense. Otherwise, we're going to die. Personally, I'd have stuck with the Federation, but I'm stupid. And don't understand basic loyalties. So we're going to kill him. He has 2 missiles. It looks as though they're of the same caliber. Hopefully they're both Lidos. If they're both Artemises, we could be in for a world of hurt. That's the heavy laser. Alright, so they're both Lidos. That's not bad, actually. We're gonna send all 3 Ingies over there to fix that hull breach. That hull breach won't know what hit it, let me tell you. I'm gonna fire 2 shots into the weapons, and all their weapons have been destroyed. Gonna get an eye on them, huh? No, that was a heavy laser. Come on, Will, haven't you been listening to my commentary? You're getting a backstage pass essentially. You should be grateful for this. Oh, I'm sure you are. 6 fuel, yes. I'll take that one. I'll take it and run. That's actually not a bad deal at all. No, I'm not gonna jump. I'm going to FTL jump. An unarmed Zoltan transport vessel slowly making its way toward the beacon. We're gonna hear them out, and we're gonna continue and continue. Hopefully we can unlock the Zoltan cruiser for like the 5th time in a row. But hey, I'm more interested in the rewards they give us. They do give me a halberd beam once, which was pretty sick. There's an engine-controlled sector, getting all them green sectors, which is sweet. Alright, well, we just get our pretty typical NG greeting. The quest is all the bloody way over there. Well, we're gonna head all the way over there. There's nothing else to do with our time. Once you arrive, your screen lights up with warnings. They shut down our engines. They have burst 3 missiles, or they have burst... Yeah. Words. English is a difficult language to master, in case you didn't know. Alright, we're gonna send both humans in there to... Well, both humans are going to gather in there. We're gonna send Starger over there to take command of the piloting. Probably not the best idea in the world, but hey, our DOS chance is already pretty low regardless, so, you know. Alright, oh, there we go. Our shields are completely down. We're gonna fire on the weapons. This one takes 2 power, that one takes 1. Alright, we only need to fire 1 shot at the weapons. Next one we're gonna fire at the helm to ensure all further shots in the future hit. They are, looks like, gonna get to fire the burst laser. Alright, sweet, they only hit us once. Twice, I mean. Excuse me, I just learned how to count today. I'm still trying to master it. We did actually set a fire in the weapons thanks to our ion beam of doom. It's an awesome ion beam, let me tell you. We hit them in the shields. There's nothing left for them to do, really. Once again, fire both shots in the oxygen because that's just the way we do things. They retreat back on board their ship because, you know, logic. Our ship's gonna explode. Let's quickly go back on board. Die with honor, I guess. That's the only way I could describe it. With the pirate ship destroyed, your engines come online again, and we salvage what we can from the debris. Excellent. Alright, Ingies, you can go back over there. We need to heal up our humans once more. Alright, grab these 2 Ingies, go over there. Fix the sensors, so once again I can see my ship. And now we wait again. A lot of waiting in this game, but that's just what happens when you take as much damage as me. Joel, you're on weapons. And Zaz, you're ready to go into the piloting. Let's get out of here. Let's blow this popsicle stand. I need to go to that distress beacon, or rather, I need to find a shop because cloaking and shields are an absolute priority right now. We're gonna search for the ship. We take some nasty damage, good God. One of these days I'm gonna learn not to do that when I'm at critical hole, but one of those days is not today. Alright, see a number of NG space stations and fleets nearby. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do with them. Still no shops, good God, where are they all? Apparently shops don't exist in this universe. Alright, let's check this next beacon. NG ship in the vicinity, seeing you jump in. Explain that we're friendly. And they send over more gear than they would normally. I believe that one does give you higher scrap returns if you admit that you're friendly. Unfortunately, maybe that you're friendly also. Oh, and we're dead. And yep, we're dead. Well, it was nice knowing you all. Shall I do my outro now, or shall I wait until the last bloody second? I think I'm just gonna... Alright, here we go. Here comes the last shot. Unless we can somehow dodge this miraculously. Nope. And we go down. As I've said multiple times before, ships without shields or cloaking are terrible, for me at least. I know a lot of people are good with them. I'm absolutely terrible with them. Without any form of defense, I just die and melt. But hey, I last longer with this one than I have with the More Saxum or whatever the other terrible rock cruiser was. Ugh, I hate those ships. No offense to the mod creators, but oh well. Well, whatever. Be sure to like the video if you liked it, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time, which I cover the Type B, which, if we go over there and look at the Type B, it appears to be much more boarding based. Comes with bombs, 2 Mantis, 2 boarding drones, and a Burst Laser Mark III, as well as a 4-room teleporter. This ship seems a bit more my style. Alright, well, I will see you guys next time.